We're back on the Furious World. This is the most formal we've ever been. Usually there's like, we're all bloody and, there's glass, broken glass. I don't know what it is. It might be this English attitude that you have. You bring in some kind of forthright, some grace.
This gravitas. Because I see we all got the memo about the black boots, by the way.
Yeah, with the black boots. We wear the black boots anyway, whether memo or not. On my right is Mr. John Lenac. This guy has been in the music business. He knows it up and down, sideways, and across. And I was just doing something over at Yahoo. I can't ever say Yahoo. Do you have that problem? No, I didn't. I went Yahoo. Yahoo, that's the only way I can say it. Yahoo Music, which is just down the block. I said, man, I remember John Lenac was working in radio and, the old model. And now he's at the newest of the new models of music distribution. And maybe I should ask the same question I can ask the turtle asked. Yeah. Curt, how has the business changed? It's an obvious question, but can you contrast how it changed since Tears for Fears came out in 1981 and now?
Curt really hit it on the head in the sense that it's all about the fragmentation of the marketplace and that you have the ability to take ownership of your career. You used to have to get signed, you used to have the record label fund your career and have those distribution methods, and now you can go right to your fan base through various internet platforms. And really the hardest part is to surface, the best content as an artist. And that's why it's kind of uber important to have curators of the marketplace of people like us, like Yahoo Music, so we can help to tell the story about here's this great new stuff that Curt's doing. Because otherwise it's difficult for people to know because they're focused on what did Lady Gaga fart today?
Actually,
what did Lady Gaga fart today?
I just want to know. Now, I am of the opinion, and this is just my opinion. Let's just talk about the burden, the shifting burden. The burden had been to try to get a record deal, and to get past those gatekeepers. And you mentioned how expensive it was to record, and you can now do it on your laptop. So it solved a lot of problems. But the burden of getting through the gate seemed to me to be more easily solved than this one that exists today, where there's this striation of these infinite number of portals. How do you galvanize the eyeballs? I don't know that has it been successfully done? Is there any model for someone who has not had the impetus of a major label behind them, either in the past or in the present, that's really successfully done this?
I don't know if there's an example of something that's successfully done it, but it's more about the model is great. The great music and the great experiences live are the ones that surface to the top. We're pretty fortunate at Yahoo because our radio and our video players have skip buttons. So unlike when I was running FM stations, I'd be very protective and only play 40 current songs in a given moment. Now I can pretty much play everything, and I like to do that because I'd like to leverage our 600 million users to find out what they like and don't like. I've got great ears and I've won awards for it, but I don't know every nuance of every single style of music, so I'd rather put the lion's share of the recorded music out there and let the wiki decide and let the users help us to curate the marketplace and prioritize which things we're going to open up into more experiences and which ones we're going to push into higher rotations.
Now, when somebody gets to, let's say, in the bowels of Yahoo, and they're able to catch your ear and your attention, isn't that somehow analogous or similar to the older model? You're still trying to catch the attention of somebody that can turn on a machine, and absent that machine being on, you're still going to remain anonymous.
Yeah, but it's completely different because back in the day when I was running FM stations, you're kind of a slave to the industry, and you're taking what Clive Davis's people and Doug Morris's people are telling you is the priority and what's doing well, as opposed to now I've got a tremendous amount of analytics that I can leverage, both internal metrics and externally what's going on in the marketplace. So it doesn't matter if it's a priority or not with the record label. It's about what's great and what people want to hear more of.
So what do you mean, just so, because I don't understand a damn thing you're saying. No, the analytics is, what does that mean to the lay person?
So internally, I'm looking at how things are performing to the players, what people are searching for on Yahoo. Externally, I'm looking at, not just SoundScan, but what people are sharing on Facebook, what people are, watching on YouTube, and just any place the consumption of the music experience happens in the marketplace.
Right. And as things have changed now, one thing that I hate to be nostalgic, I just don't like that character. You know, I just don't like the character. But do you ever wax nostalgic or mourn the passing, not of the vinyl album? When I say the album, the collection of songs that go together that are juxtaposed to one another, and it's just like an art form that just no longer exists.
Well, I'm not. Well, one, I'm not convinced that's true. In the sense that I think there are certain artists that it does exist for, that do actually want to put together a body of work because it tells a story. So effectively what we used to call the concept album, say. But there are also a bunch of artists that just release tracks and become known for their tracks, and the rest is kind of filler material. And, you know, I would put forward that they always existed as well. You know, I mean, there were always acts that would just be big singles acts and didn't really sell tons of albums, or people would have to buy that album just to get a single. They didn't have that depth anyway. To go back to a thing you were asking earlier about whether anyone had done it successfully, and I was actually having this conversation with Charlton, my guitar player and co-writer, the other day, and we were like, you know what? Annie DeFranco did this, like, 30 years ago. Yeah, I mean, Annie DeFranco's been, before the internet was here for all of us, Annie DeFranco was doing exactly this. She refused to sign to a major label. She said, I can do it on my own. It just takes more work. And you've got to be out there, and you've got to do it, and you've got to believe in it, and you've got to keep going. And she still, to this day, makes a fantastic living, and she's never signed a major deal, I mean, imagine how much easier that would be for her now than it was when she started, because when she started, that involved her just touring non-stop. Whereas now you don't actually have to do that. I mean, it's great if you do, because nothing can replicate the live experience. But, you can play live on YouTube or on your own TV show, like this TV show, internet show, and be heard, and you didn't have that avenue before. So, I mean, I think it's what's going to happen, and there is no method now, but what's going to happen, it's those that really want it and really believe in it are going to be the ones that are going to be successful, and I think that can't be a bad thing.
Now, Annie DeFranco has that wonderful tattoo. Like, it's on her chest, and one wonders, I guess, when one sees her, what else the design is under that design. I mean, I've always been intrigued with her music as well, but maybe more with that tattoo. John?
I think it's actually Latin, and my kids are watching, so I can't really say what it means, but after we're off camera, I'll tell you.
I'm intrigued. Something probably sexio-religious or something, some sort of...
Did they swear in Latin? Was that?
I believe it has more to do with the Pope and the certain controversy that has to do with things going on in the Catholic Church.
As a Jew, I don't want to get involved with the church. Not again. Not again. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to go to Yahoo Music. Do you feature my music there at all?
I do. Peter came in and did a great performance. We're getting ready to put that up and feature it on music.yahoo.com.
Damn, I'm up on Yahoo. I know Curt's up on Yahoo. You can, find anything you want on Yahoo. I'm up there.
I always want to say Yahoo with a Yahoo, because it has an exclamation mark.
Yeah, Yahoo. That's the only way I can say it.
Because that has the exclamation mark. I mean, that's part of the word, isn't it?
Yahoo. How do you like living here as opposed to the other places you've lived?
I love Southern California. Any given night of the week, I can go out and see great live music, and I've got the best, nature, mountains, and ocean. I absolutely love it. And the best part of it is the progressive attitude that's here.
It is progressive. I just had a turtle urinate on me, and I enjoyed every frickin' moment of it.